How's it going, guys? Hey everybody, Huei-Yuan here, coming to you from Cupertino, California. Coming in today to do a follow-up lesson from Friday's session, and we're going to be covering an exercise called the Irish Spring today. This is one of my favorite double beat exercises. So oftentimes we play double beat exercises in a duple-based feel, 16th note based feel, and this Irish Spring exercise is one that you should add to your toolbox as a teacher and as a performer. So we're going to be going over this exercise today, plus 3 variations I think you should have. Before we get started, let me just pop in and say hi to everyone so far. Frank, hey Greg, Zach, Tyler. I've been waiting for a lesson like this. Frank, you're the man. Abraham, Rudimental, what's up guys? Thanks for coming in. Thanks for spending your Sunday with me. And let's get right into it. Let's try 100. 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 1. Let me just play it once and then I'll explain what's going on. Okay, so starting with your right hand, and 1, 2, ready, go. 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. A switch to your left hand. Back to the right hand. 4, 1, 2, 3. Hi Marlon. 1. Hi guys. Welcome to the room. So the exercise itself, the format is pretty straightforward. It's a triplet bass, so 1 lolly, 2 lolly, 3 lolly, 4 lolly, or 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. And we're playing on the first and third partial of each triplet. So 1 3 1 3 1 3 1 3 1. And you play 2 bars off the right, 2 bars off the left, 2 bars off the right, 2 bars off the left. And we're going to do a whole bunch of things with this in just a moment. But before we do, when you're doing your double beat exercise, regardless of what exercise it is, maybe you're doing the stock. When you're playing your double beat exercises at the slower tempo, you want to think about and notice, especially if you're practicing in front of your phone or a mirror, you're noticing that you finish in that starting position after that second note. So bing, bong, bong, right? If you're, without getting too deep into stroke types, but if your first note is here, when you play your second note, inevitably it's going to be lower and softer than that first note. So first stroke ends here, and you can use your shirt, for example. So if I go, I notice that the stick is ending about here on my shirt. I'm trying to get that stick to come back to the same point each time, right? More importantly, what I'm listening for are 2 notes, bum, ba bum, ba bum, ba bum, that are the same. And the advantage of playing this version of double beat is it's placing that second note, which so often times we find that second note to be a little softer than the first note. You're placing that second note on the downbeat now. So what I'm pointing out is just make sure you're watching for that second note, both notes to go to the same height. You're listening for them to sound the same. And in your hand, it shouldn't feel like you're beating the heck out of your drum or your pad, That's too much. Always relax. A smooth, natural motion as you can. Okay? All right, let's try again a couple more times. I'm going to show you 3 more variations. So if you know this basic exercise, stay tuned for these additional 3 variations I'll be showing you guys, okay? Here we go. And 1, 2, here we go. 1. A 1, a 2, a 3, 4. 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Let me just show you guys something real quick that you can also do. If you put the chirp or the accent, this is a great way to practice also. So it's every 2 and 4. And thanks for that influx of hearts, guys. Instagram, I can see the guys as you're tapping on this, so I do appreciate that. Thank you very much. Now it's cooking every other beat, right? And I can use that chirp as a backbeat. If I think of this chirp as 2 and 4, so you hear the chirp, and a lot of times students say, how do you turn the beat around in your head? Because most of us will probably hear 1, 2, 3, 4. You just hear the beat and you say 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And right away you can tell that'll allow you to settle back just a little bit, because I think for most players and most students, certainly when I first started playing this, I'm feeling the tendency to be kind of on the front side, depending on what you've eaten for breakfast, or if you drank a little bit more coffee this morning. But the 2 and 4 will help you lay back a little bit and just settle in. So you're not only working on your doubles, your stroke, your visual, the sound, but you're also working on your timing and how to establish that feel and pulse as you're playing. 1, 2, and a couple more times. Go. 1, 4, 2, 4, 1. Okay, now let me just highlight a few things for you here right now before we go on. Most of us, if you're seeing this exercise for the first time, most times what I see students doing is you're going. So don't get discouraged if that's what you see and you feel, and you're trying to figure out, like, wait, how do I make it look like that? One thing you could do is just try playing straight triplets. This works really well with my students. I say just take out one of those notes. And the motion and the mechanics should look the same. Okay? So just kind of pay attention for that. And then if you see yourself reverting, especially as we go faster, if you see yourself start to revert to this, which is totally fine for certain styles and tempos, you're going to incorporate some arm. But for now, at this tempo, you should be able to keep it primarily in the wrist. Carefully, fingers aren't falling off the stick like this right now as we're playing. For me right now, I'm motivating primarily this by wrist. Okay? All right, so that is our basic framework. The first variation that I show, this is not so much a variation, but this is like the first bit for this exercise. Again, this exercise is called Irish Spring. You play a turnaround at the end. Turnaround meaning you're going from one part back to the other part. So the turnaround at the end of the right hand section is going to take you back to the left hand. 1, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, a triplet 1. Okay, I'll do that again. A triplet 1. So that beat 4, a 4 lolly 1. The sticking is right, left, left. And so just do that. If you're seeing this again for the first time, again, teachers, this is how I would teach this to my students. So you can watch this and kind of imagine, okay, if I was sequencing this for my students, this is what I would have them do. I just have them play that sticking. Right, left, left. And I say, make sure you're in your left hand. Right, left, left. Right, left, left. And again, the rhythm is a 4 lolly 1. A 4 lolly 1. Right, left. Ba-dum, ba-da-dum. A triplet 1. A triplet 1. Once that feels comfortable, then just go back to the beginning of the bar and you go 1, a 2, a 3, a 4 lolly 1. Right, left. Right. Right there, without getting too complicated, you're just alternating your sticking. Right, alternate, left. Right, alternate. Right, alternate. Alternate meaning going right, left. Right, alternate. Right, left. Right, left. From here, I say, okay, good job. Do it off your left hand now. So, for the left hand, it'd be left, alternate. A 4 lolly 1, left, right. Left, right. Left, right. Left hand now, beginning the second bar. 1, a 2, a 3, a 4 lolly 1. 1, a 2, a 3, a 4 lolly 1. And notice at this point, this is a quick teaching tip, at this point the metronome is not on. A lot of times, and I was certain this way when I first started teaching, you live and die by your sword, or you live and die by the metronome. And in this case, I mean, if you're teaching this to a student for the first time, why add on another thing that might be messing them up? You're just working on getting the sticking and making sure it makes sense. And I'll show you another quick teaching tip, which is if the student is struggling at this point, I'll just slow it down and I can read how fast they're playing it or how fast they would be able to play it correctly. So they might have to go left, right. Good job. Do that again. Left, right. Left, right. Now in my head, I still know that backbeat is what we're aiming for, right? So I'm going to gradually work them up to 100 before I turn the metronome back on at 100. Left, right. Good job, little fin. A little faster. Ba-ba-da-ba-bum. Ready, go. Ba-ba-ba-da-bum. Ready, go. Ba-ba-da-ba-bum. Now go back to the beginning of the bar. So it's 1, a 2, a 3, a 4 lolly 1. Here we go. Try it now. 1, a 2, a 3, a triplet 1. Again. 1, a 2, a 3, a triplet 1. A little faster now. 1, a 2, a 3, a triplet 1. Here we go. 1, a 2, a 3, a triplet 1. Okay, now let's try it with the metronome. So I'm not saying the metronome is not important. I'm just saying if you're teaching sticking or if you're teaching a pattern or you're talking about sound and motion, don't layer two demands on at the same time. If the metronome's going to mess this part up, get this first before you add on that next layer of demand. Okay? 1, a 2, a 3, a triplet 1. Off the left hand, ready, go. 1, a 2, a 3, a triplet 1. To the right hand, ready, go. Right, da-dum, da-dum, a triplet 1. Back to the right hand, ready, go. Right, ba-bum, ba-bum, a triplet 1. One more time. Last time. 1, a 2, a 3, a triplet 1. Okay, now that you're comfortable with that, let's go back to the beginning of the exercise now. 2 bars off the right, 2 bars off the left, and we're going to put that turnaround, alternating sticking, at the end of each bar. We'll do this a couple times so you give a couple shots, okay? And then again, we're going to put this chirp on beats 2 and 4. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, here we go. 1, 3, 1, here comes the turnaround, triplet 1. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, a triplet 1. 2 even notes, alternate, 1. And if you feel yourself getting ahead, just lay back a little bit. 2, 1, 2, 2 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4, a triplet 1, 2, 3, 4, a triplet 1, 2, 3, relax their shoulders, triplet 1, 2, 3, 4, triplet 1. And just try to match my motion and the relaxation. Careful not to push fast. Here. So again, this is at 100, and for me, I can still feel myself wanting to be a little bit on top of the beat, so just think about laying back a little bit. Tony Lyman, welcome to the room, bud. Good to see you. Leila Frank, slow it down until you can sing it. If you can sing it, you can play it. Great teaching tip, Frank. Thank you for mentioning that. Appreciate the teacher perspective. Thanks, Caleb. I'm glad that helps. Chandler, I'm going to try to insert more of those as much as I can. We're getting that feedback right now from our Drumline Blueprint course members. Drumline Blueprint is a video course that Carl and I have been working on for the last, 3 or 4 months now. But the course members have been mentioning how that when we do these teaching videos, they appreciate, the things that I say and do during the lessons, which just comes from years of, frankly, bad teaching, and working and trying to get better at teaching, finding out what works, and then also observing great teachers, and then just kind of saying like, oh, that's good, let me try that the next time I'm teaching some of this, and you just start adding to your bag. Love seeing your videos, live streams. Thank you so much for what you do for our activity. Chris, you're welcome, and thanks for coming into the room. Thanks so much for that nice comment. I really appreciate that. Okay, let's keep going, guys. You're doing great. I want to say thank you so much for coming in. To all the fathers out there, happy Father's Day. Again, Instagram, if you're wanting to watch a replay of this is going to be available on my Facebook page, facebook.com/Huei-Yuan. If you're looking for sheets for this, I have a ton of free PDFs on my website, huei-yuan.com/free lessons. If you enjoy this or you found it helpful, make sure you like and follow the pages that are available. My handle for all my social media is @Huei-Yuan for Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Periscope, YouTube, email, website, everything @Huei-Yuan. Tag a friend and share this out to other people if you think this would be helpful. DrumlineBlueprint.com. Drumline Blueprint is a new video course that I've put out with my friend Carl. It's an online video course for people who are interested in drumline. If you've been playing for a while, or if you're looking to get back into it, maybe you're a freshman going into high school for the first time, we start with the basics to get everyone up and running, but then we do live office hours similar to this, where we answer questions specific to our members. And right now, we're taking in beta users for this video course. All the information for this is on the website, drumlineblueprint.com. And actually, that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to go in for live office hours with our members. So there's a beta launch right now, which is at a reduced price of what it will be once the course is fully fleshed out. And if that's something that you might be interested in, or if you have any questions, just let me know, send me a direct message. Okay, all right guys, thanks again for watching. Appreciate you spending your Sunday with me, And I hope everyone has a great Father's Day for the rest of the day. If you haven't called Dad yet, make sure you do that. You still got a few hours left in the day. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you guys later. All right, bye guys. Thanks.